This next video is going to show you how to create a OneNote class notebook directly from your Moodle course. What's nice about this is that you don't have to type in the list of students to create the notebook for. The students will actually get their own sections in the notebook generated once they join your Moodle course. Okay, so in order to do this, what I'm going to need to do is just go into a Moodle course and I'm going to go to Turn Editing On. So I'm just going to click Turn Editing On. And then I can choose whatever area that I want to do, and I'm just going to add whatever activity I want. So in this case, I'm going to add this class notebook into this section. Since it's a notebook for your class, you might end up wanting to put it at the top of your course, but I'm just going to throw it here for right now. And then there isn't a class notebook button to click, but there is one called External Tool. So I'm going to click this tool, and this is something that's brand new for us, and I'm just going to click to add it. Okay, and then I can call this whatever I want. This is what's going to show up as a link on the Moodle page, so I'm just going to say this is our class notebook example. Okay, and then I can choose what kind of link I have. It can either be based on a URL, or I can pick the OneNote class notebook. Okay, that's what we want in this case. And then I can leave that last setting go. I can, if I want to keep track of anything that the students are doing, I can change those settings as well. In this case, I'm just going to let it go since we're just using this as a resource. Okay, so I'm just going to click Save and Display. So since I'm setting up this notebook, what this is going to do is make me basically make the settings for my class notebook, and it does take some time to do. So right now it's just thinking, and it's trying to get me set up with the different settings in this class notebook. Okay, so right now what I need to do is sign in with my Office 365 credentials. I'm already signed in, so it's going to automatically just populate there. If I wasn't signed into Office 365, what I would just need to do is enter my students.clsd.net password and my Moodle password then as well. Okay, so I can call this whatever I want. In this case, the course is just for Office 365, so I'll let that go. I'm going to basically go down the check mark along this left side. These are the default spaces that they make for you. You can add or modify the names of them or anything like that once the notebook's already made. So I'll just hit next. Okay. Next, it's asking if I want to give another teacher permission to use this class notebook. So if you were doing co-teaching, you could add any teachers to it that you wanted to. Okay. Here's where I can automatically choose to add my students from my LMS as they access the notebook. Or I could basically copy the students' names into it. So I'm just going to keep that first option so it's less work for me to do. And then these are the default spaces that's in each student's notebook for their personal section. You can get rid of these, you can rename them. As you can see, you can add more. So basically you can do whatever you want to it. I would use this course as an opportunity to explore and try out some different things to see that, all right, well now I know when I make my specific class notebook, I want to have the students use these kind of sections. So I'll just leave them as default for now. And then it gives you a short preview of it, and I can just hit create. And it's going to take a little bit of time till it actually generates your class notebook. And once it does actually make it, it will give you a notification. So right now we just have to wait a little bit. Okay. And what the students will see from now on, now that this is made, is when they go into that class notebook, they're just going to see the online version of OneNote. So I'm going to just choose to open this in OneNote Online, since this is what the kids would be seeing when they click on that link. Okay, so basically this OneNote is set up where my main sections are all the way to the left. In each section there are different tabs, and then in each tab I have my individual pages. It looks like the home section had the most pages, so I can just see that there's a lot of different things to look at while I'm in here. And what you can do is you can explore. We put in some different things into this OneNote for this class on how to do different things with it. So you can take the role of a student and explore. You can try copying and pasting, adding text or whatever you want to do to get a feel for how the OneNote looks online. And once you get comfortable with how it looks online, you can even download this notebook and open it in your OneNote that you have for your desktop, because just like with the other apps, there are much more things you can do with the desktop version. And I would recommend you use the desktop version as the teacher, because you have the capability to do some really cool things, so you can explore that as well. I just wanted to backtrack a little bit and show you what it looks like if you would access this OneNote class notebook from your Moodle course now that it's created. So I'm just going to scroll down to where we put that OneNote in, and as a teacher, when I click on it, it's going to take me to some options that's actually built right into Moodle, and it's just going to say that I can basically make a new notebook if I want. I can add or remove students, add or remove teachers, or I can just open that notebook that I have right now. So I could open any notebook just within Moodle. When the kids click that link, what they'll see is they'll see that OneNote will pop up with their work section and whatever sections you have set up for the class for them to see just on their internet browser.